What is your favorite aspect as a teacher at Western?
My favorite aspect would probably be that I really enjoy the students that we get at Western. I really like the fact that most of the students are hardworking, rural, and here for an education, which, it may be a huge change for them from where they grew up. I like that we can prepare a student who maybe comes in at this level and we bring them up to this level versus a student who comes in at this level and we finish out here. I think that the difference is definitely seen out in the workforce due to their own work ethic and their ability to learn. The main goal of the business department is to prepare students for industry standards. And how we're doing that is, over the past few years, we decided as a department that we needed to have an external accreditation body, make sure that we were actually meeting those needs and preparing our students to be competitive in the workforce. So with that in mind, we actually went out and solicited the IACBE to come in and evaluate our business program and make recommendations on our strengths, weaknesses, and things we needed to work on to get prepared to be accredited. In 2009, we were actually fully accredited by the IACBE, which ensures that our students are getting quality education.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of the block schedule?
Well, I actually enjoy the block. Some of the advantages are I only have to focus on one class at a time, which is the same for students, and I think not having to balance out which class is more important during test time, I think that's valuable for the students. Some of my concerns, though, would be that it's hard to gain some of the subject matter in 3.5 weeks, especially if you fall behind. It's really hard to make that up. Also, if you miss a day, it's like missing a week. But I really enjoy the block for the fact that I get to know my students on a personal basis, and I make sure that they're at class, so there's no excuses for missing.
Compared to other universities or campuses, what are the strengths of Western?
I think our big strength is our ruralness. Students come to Dillon not because we have a significant nightlife or retail stores and malls and those types of things. Students come here and become a big part of the university. And I think a lot of the bigger schools lose that, especially if they're in bigger areas. So we can keep, for the most part, a pretty close ring on our students and make sure that they're coming to class doing the things they need to do to be successful. Plus, I think the community in general is very supportive of the university, and I think that helps in making sure that we're preparing these kids to go out there.
Why do you think future college students should attend Western?
Students should probably come to Western if they grew up in a small town, have some concerns about maybe going to a very large university with very large numbers in classrooms. We have a pretty good faculty to student ratio, which I think really helps the students bridge that gap from high school. Also, I think if you want a quality education, the things that we do at Western are bar none better than the other universities. We do a lot of hands-on things, whereas most of the bigger universities have to use a lecture format. And lecture isn't really the best way to assess students. There needs to be multiple formats, and I think we actually do a good job at providing different opportunities for students to learn and being able to assess them in their learning.